Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Bridgewater's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw is Bridgewater. He gets it to Cooks. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. The hat trick +1. 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's caught left side by Cooks. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Hines. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10. Lock off of play action. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. No escape from Lock, and he'll go down. Matthew Ioannidis, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum, because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level, and they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Bridgewater under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Sam Cook on now to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Once more, Etienne. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get it. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, Bridgewater. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Bridgewater on first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Clay Brooks to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all. And when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed. That's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. ETN, touchdown, Chargers. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Vita Vea make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Bridgewater now. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And now off to the races down the right side.
You'll get nothing.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Bridgewater's throw complete there to Beckham. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw on second and 10. Locke. Another shot for Bateman. This time he's got it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Locke to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Rashad Bateman, his 6th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Another toe for Etienne. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Locke going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They run with Hines. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, Bridgewater. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bridgewater. It's caught. Beckham. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to...
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater, and he's got the hook up to Moore. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On third and short, they'll try option left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down. Get a new set.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time. Like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, what a move. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He stiff arms him. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Bridgewater to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Bridgewater. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well you...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. He completes it to Beckham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. This is the tight end, Njoku. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Bridgewater.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Bridgewater to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. ETN once more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A shotgun snap, and again the ETN. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole